Welcome back, y'all, to Is That a Read, where we do psychic readings on celebrity news. I'm your girl, Victoria, the queen of all things tarot, and this is my awesome co-host, Julian.
Hey y'all, I'm back and I brought my cards. I'm ready to dig into the hot topics of this week. What do we got, Victoria?
Oh, we have some interesting drama this week, Julian. I'm just going to go start from the beginning. It was a crazy weekend last weekend. Chris Brown is now being sued because at his concert in Fort Worth, Texas, he beat up 4 of his fans. So the fans came backstage to meet Chris Brown. After waiting for half an hour, they went and greeted him. And one of Chris Brown's entourage said, "Hey, Chris, don't forget, we got beef with these fools." And Chris Brown was like, "Yo, I don't forget anything." Bow. And he just started beating up these 4 guys and his entourage of 7 to 10 other dudes. I mean, punching these guys in the chest, hitting them over the head with chairs. It was WWE. And so the guys who had to go to the hospital, they had serious injury. They were kicked in the face, kicked in the head. They're suing Chris Brown for $50 million. And then the security for the facility who tried to break up the fight and ended up with a cracked vertebrae, he is also suing Chris Brown for $15 million. So there's $65 million in lawsuits that Chris Brown has accumulated in 1 week.
For a beef that he didn't even remember, he had to be reminded of like how important was that. And first of all, that line of he beat up his fans, that's like that doesn't even make sense, because why would you beat up your fan? And why would someone you have beef with coming backstage unless they were intentionally trying to harm you? You know what I mean? Like what if they were just super excited to see Chris Brown and then they were like, "Hey, we got beef," and then bap bap bap. I'd be mad. I'd sue too, because I'd be like, "Well, that freaking sucks, man. I was supporting you." Yeah. Do you think they really had beef, or maybe that this was like, they had the wrong man, like he got the wrong intel?
Well, I personally think they did. I think we need to consult the cards to find out what this beef was actually about. But for me, I think it was beef, but I think it was that kind of like drug-induced beef. Like we're partying in the club, we're doing all kinds of this and that, and somebody accidentally stepped on your foot and didn't say I'm sorry. Somebody accidentally walked past you and looked at your girl, who was your girl for that night, by the way, Chris Brown. And right. and he gave her a look, and you ain't like the way he was looking at your girl. And so that's the beef. And so now you about to put these boys in the hospital, who, by the way, purchased, like you said, Julian, purchased tickets to see you perform, got backstage passes, and then got their ass whooped. I mean, Chris Brown is worse than James Brown. That sounds like some low-key drugged out James Brown behavior, beating up your own fans. But Chris Brown, when you say a ride or die fan, that's a ride or die fan. Like, I don't know. Like, what did Chris think? He was going to beat him up and then just give him free concert tickets and it would pass over? And then the fact, if you're really going to beat somebody up, you do it. Why you got 7 to 10 people beating up? It's not even a fair fight. Like, at least do like a real deal, like brawl one-on-one.
But what if that's the VIP package experience? Because Chris Brown, they're giving him the real deal Chris Brown VIP experience, which is so sad. But yeah, I mean, I want to know what that was about, but I also want to know, dang, is he gonna have to pay out? He keeps on trying to rehab his career, and it's just not working. I think the problem's you, Chris Brown. I think that's it.
I feel like deep down, I think Chris Brown needs to get clean. Like, he needs to get clean and sober. I think he could be the perfect example for people that are trying to get their life in order, to say, look, even if you have the worst beginnings, even if you do some horrible things, if you get your shit together, you can come back from it. Yeah. Like, first of all, what does Chris Brown need to do? He need to call P. Diddy. What's the first thing? You get on Instagram, you say, I'm sorry on Instagram. Second thing you do, you look up and to the left and you say, I've been asking God for forgiveness, up and to the left. Okay. And then you say, only God can judge me. Boom. Okay. That's the first thing, because you don't want your fan. You don't want to lose your fans. Now, as far as this suit, he gonna have to settle with these people because this is ridiculous. This looks bad.
7 to 10 on 4 guys that were they're paying to see you and congratulate you. That's not a good look.
Imagine if you was a groupie. Like, what if you was in there with Chris Brown and you're like, oh my God, girl, like we're hanging out with Chris Brown. Okay. He's just got to say hi to these fans and then we're going to go back to the hotel. And then like you're in there and he's like, boy, I ain't forget, poop, poop, poop. And you just sitting on the couch like, how am I going to get out of this? I don't want to go to the hotel anymore. I don't know. Do you still go to the hotel?
I don't know. Unless they're those kind of fans like, oh my God, Chris Brown, he punched me in the face. I'm never washing my face again. You know what I mean? Like, they got some crazies up in there. So maybe he did get away with this once, but he just messed with the wrong group of people this time.
If I was a Chris Brown groupie and I witnessed that attack, I wouldn't go back to the hotel. I would be like, my stomach hurts. And I realized I forgot to lock my house. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
And I would never be right back.
Right.
Because that's like some Flavor Flav. That's some ghetto shit.
Mm-hmm. I think we need to consult the cards. What's going on?
So the first thing we want to know is, what was this beef really about? And then the second thing we want to know is what?
Okay.
What do we want to know second?
Well, what is he going to settle? Like, I think that's the case. Like, is he going to be out $65 million? You know what I mean?
You know, the funny thing is, he got insurance for that shit.
Like, you think the concert insurance will take care of that?
No, like a lot of these celebrities have insurance for just being sued.
Oh, that's weird. I didn't know that. Okay.
Because think about like how often they're sued for all these little infractions.
Yeah.
So a lot of time their insurance company are the ones that are the lawyers and everything like that.
Okay. Good for him. Well, then shit, he should settle. He should settle with them if he got that insurance.
But let's see.
He's got to pay out.
Was beating that ass like he had an insurance policy already. He was beating that ass like shit. This shit already paid for. You put this hands.
Because he does not forget. Because he has people reminding him. Oh my
right,
God.
Exactly. Like, bruh, that would be the worst day of my life. They say never meet your heroes. See, this is the most severe version.
Right.
They got home and their mom was like, I told you about messing with that Chris Brown. I told you. Now look at your ass. Take me to the hospital because you got whooped. You got whooped. You didn't even fight back, did you? All right. So am I asking about the beef?
Yeah, and then I'll ask if they're paying out.
The beef. All right, so I've got the Queen of Wands, Judgment card, and the Hangman. Okay, so we got a lot of women in this spread. So I would say the beef is definitely female related. So it could have been a situation where somebody that was with the original fans was attracted to Chris Brown and there might have been a beef around that. Or it could have been a Chris Brown groupie that the fans went and hit on in a drunken night of fun. And Chris Brown was offended by that. But it's definitely around women. 2 women were involved in the situation. And the Hangman shows that it wasn't resolved right in that moment. So maybe security got involved, or maybe folks just exited out of the door before something could get really handled. But it was around a woman, possibly 2.
Ooh, okay. Well, that kind of clears things up a little bit more. At least it was something that actually was recent rather than someone just like, hey, you remember these guys? We don't like them. Like, come on. All right. So as far as the payout or a payout, I do see a payout. What we're showing up here is like, again, Chris Brown just wants to clean things up because here's the broom so that he could just keep on living his life. He's going to just let go because here's the crossing, and the crossing saying like, hey, let me just let go of things so I could get to the other side. So I feel like he will settle, and these people are going to come out with the key to opening up success on their home. Success on their home means the sun and the home. So that means they're going to have a pretty good payout for this altercation that they experienced. And I'm also seeing that they're probably not going to go to another Chris Brown concert. So that's a little hard for them, but I think they'll deal. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm seeing that too.
Oh, we're on the same page then.
Yeah. If they do go to another one, I'm gonna be like, he must have hit them harder than I thought, because they
Or
ain't
for another 50.
Oops, upside your head. Okay, so now the rumor mill has been spinning its web all over Hollywood. So there was Deadpool and Wolverine premiere party, and Gigi Hadid, the beautiful model, shows up, and she's in all these pictures with Hugh Jackman. Now, let's just note, Hugh Jackman, he's been married for several years, and he finally got divorced in 2023. Yeah, he did. He's single. And so they saw them in the pictures together, and everybody was like, they were speculating that Gigi Hadid was there because she's in the movie as like Miss Deadpool. And then they also were speculating that she was with Hugh Jackman and that they were dating. But there is a rebuttal to the rumor mill, because allegedly Gigi Hadid is not in the movie. She was just there hanging out with her friend Blake Lively. But she also allegedly is still very much dating Bradley Cooper. So, is this a rumor based in speculative fact? Or is it just people wanting to talk?
Okay. This is for entertainment purposes only. But Bradley Cooper and Hugh Jackman are both people that have been speculating are gay. So is Gigi Hadid just the beard, like the beard of Hollywood? I doubt it. I doubt it. She's beautiful. She could catch any man she wants. Right. That's me just being a conspiracy theorist. But yeah, no, I didn't know that Hugh Jackman is divorced. I thought he was happily married. I feel like it probably is a publicity stunt. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Gigi and Blake and Brian probably have fun together. You know what I mean? They seem like a good fun couple, like Blake Lively and what's his name, Ryan Reynolds. So I feel like they wanted to stir the pot to get more eyes on this movie. So that's where I'm thinking this is from. But yeah, like, I could be wrong. Let's consult the cards. Like, what's going on? Is this a real thing? How did this happen? Is this going to go somewhere? Is Gigi going to leave Bradley Cooper? Right? That's his name? Yeah. Bradley Cooper.
Bradley. Because Bradley show ain't show up as her date. Maybe he was busy hanging out with Ben Affleck.
Ooh.
Not being at their spouses' get-togethers. Maybe they was hanging out together.
Yeah, good point. I was gonna say, remember, what if Bradley Cooper and Hugh Jackman are dating, and then she's being the in-between as the beard, kind of like in Sense8. Remember that the Mexican actor and that girl, and then the boyfriend, like, she played the beard so that they could have their little thing on the side.
I didn't watch that show, but now I need to. That's
Yeah, you gotta watch Sense8. It is a sexy show, and it's been on Netflix. I watch it like almost once a year.
basically you saying that Gigi and Bradley is just purely publicity relationship. And
Yeah,
Bradley and Hugh might be close acquaintances.
what is it, the 1950s? Yeah, yes. But honestly, that could just be the canon that's in my head that's living like, oh, that would be a cool story.
I
But
mean, Bradley and Hugh would be a cute couple. Let's not even get it twisted.
they could both
Let's
be
not even get it
Wolverine.
twisted. And
That's true.
obviously, Gigi loves her older man. She likes to be seen with an older gentleman because she's a young
Hmm.
woman. She's a mother. She's mature. You know, she got raised by Yolanda Hadid, very
Hmm.
European. You know, usually European people are a little bit more mature. Like anybody not American is a little more mature.
Right.
But let's look at the cards. Okay, so we're gonna ask: is there any spice between Gigi and Hugh? And then we're gonna ask: is there any spice between Hugh and Bradley?
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I derailed this headline to somewhere totally different. So, but I'm down to check it out. How about I do that one? Because that was kind of my like fantasy that was kind of like coming out of my head, and then you
Oh,
could see it
you
for
definitely gonna do that one.
this is for entertainment purposes only. I have to really say that.
And why she be like, I got the man and the man. I
And
don't
the
know
heart
what this
card.
drill is, but it's coming up too. So all
I got the
right. So
man and the man. There's a broom and a heart.
all right. So let's see. Gigi and Hugh. Is there anything going on? Does Hugh's ex-wife have reason to be a jelly? Jelly. Okay. So interesting. We've got the Empress. We've got the Queen of Wands. And we've got the World. Now, at first, when I see the Empress and the Queen of Wands together, I'm like, okay, it's an attractive woman, a mother. That's very much Gigi Hadid. There must be something going on. But with the world is about endings. The world is about completion. The world is about, she already got it all in herself. She's every woman. It's all in her. There's no indication of romance at all because she is a self-sustained unit. So when she came, these cards indicate she was coming in as one person, not as a date. Definitely not with Hugh Jackman.
All right. Well, I got the man and the man. No, I'm just kidding. What I see here is like, nah, there's nothing going on. And I'm sorry I haven't said anything. So I have the man, the bouquet, and the woman card. So this is saying to me, I feel like this is Bradley. Bradley really wants to give his love and all to whoever he's with right now. If that's Gigi, that's what's showing up right here. As far as you, he has been trying to date. Like I feel like we do have the clovers, we do have the woman card, and then we do have the sun. So the clovers is about fast luck, good luck. I feel like that just means he's dating around to find the woman that actually makes him happy. That's what's showing up here. If they were to become friends, and I feel like they would be able to connect over love, like him and Bradley would be able to connect over, their love lives and how things are going. So it'd be more of a, like just being able to like support each other, you know what I mean? As men who have like either been divorced or like has been going through stuff and being in the same field. So sorry to debunk my little fantasy, but here we go.
All right. No man to man this time around, you guys. So Bradley and Gigi still going strong, partly because Gigi is already a woman in and of herself. She don't need a man. Okay. All right. So moving on to our last story of the evening. All right, we know we rooting for our girl Simone Biles. She is the All-American Olympian. And she's had issues in the past where she had to drop out because she was all twisted up. She couldn't do the vault. We know Simone, she's that type of horse we got to be gentle with. We got to give her nurturing because she's special. You know what I mean? Like, she needed extra. So I was panicked when I heard she might have injured her lower left leg in practice. At this point, she don't even need to practice. All right, get out there and perform. Okay, we're not risking you hurting yourself in practice. But it turns out a girl was okay. They wrapped her leg up. She was complaining a little bit also of tightness and a little pain in her calf from a previous injury. They tapped that thing up, and Simone came through. She said, "Bill, Bill, 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 Bill." That was the scores that was coming out. Like, yes, yes, yes. She has like the highest score right now, but we don't know yet if the team is going to the finals. So I don't know, Julianne. Did your heart drop? Did you feel like, oh my God?
Yeah, I'm rooting for her, and I know we've read about her in the past, and like I love her little story with her man and everything. So yeah, I want her to do well. I'm interested to see if like they're gonna make it, if she's gonna win gold again, and I feel like she will. But let's ask the cards. You know what I mean?
I thought you was gonna ask about her and her man gonna make it, because I was like, me too, girl. I'm interested too.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. At the end of the day, he did give up practice in order to support her right now and be there cheering her on. So obviously he didn't got his ish together.
Because before he was like, I didn't even know who she was. At least that's what he was saying.
Him and Meghan Markle need to go and be in a party together because they both lied, just lied. I didn't know who Prince Harry was. Meghan, girl, don't tell the world you stupid. Okay, even if you didn't know who he was, you should have lied and said you did. So, and the same thing with homeboy. It's like, sir, if you didn't know who she was, that says even more about you. You's a fool. So, all right. So we're gonna look and see how she's gonna do for the rest of the Olympics.
Yes.
And I'm gonna delve into her relationship because I'm nosy.
See, we're all going in our own direction today, like kind of going a little off topic.
We can do whatever we want to do. This is our show.
This is true. Right. I mean, man, here we go. I am going to pull to see how she's going to do. We're kind of going to do a portrait spread rather than a past, present, future, just because I kind of want to see what influences are going around her. Okay. She has a lot of positive energy around her right now. This is the birds. This is the heart. I think that little scare actually is giving her a little boost of all the love that she is getting from all different like avenues, like to support her. So that's good. I feel like she's strong and things are going to go well for her because we have the writer and the writer acts quickly. I feel like this was kind of like put in her place for the scare to actually really tune her up and fine tune her for the Olympics that are coming up. That's why she kind of hurt herself. Hold on. Yeah, and just to reiterate, because I was seeing like what else was going on, I feel like we have the crossing, which is about letting go to get to the other side, and we have the key. So I feel like this little scare like made them catch some things that maybe also needed to be tweaked, kind of worked on to get her into that optimal fitness for the Olympics. And look, as far as her getting a gold, I don't know, but it looks like the team will make it because this is the park. So this could be the team and the sun's there. So this is about success. So I haven't seen further into it as far as if she's going to win a gold or anything, but it looks like the team is going to make it through. So that's a good start.
Yay, Team USA. Boom, 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 boom. Team USA. And if y'all don't win, we're going to send Chris Brown and his posse out there to handle business.
Do a little meet and greet.
So, okay.
Yeah, and we're gonna charge you a VIP pass just to do that.
That's right. You want to meet Chris Brown? Okay. Woo! Oh my gosh, y'all! I ain't gonna say nothing. All right. All I'm gonna say is I pulled twice because when I first saw these cards, I said, let me just reconvene right now. And they came up again. So I'm going to just say what I see. Yeah. Okay. So first things first, we've got the Four of Cups here. This is a guy looking pretty disappointed. He's got everything going for him, but he's focused on what he don't have. Then we've got the Devil card here, which is one person moving in one direction and one person trying to move in another direction. And then we've got the World card here, which is like potential for positive completion. So what I'm getting with this combination of cards is all hope is not lost. This relationship has the potential to work out perfectly fine. But in the meantime, there is definitely not a meeting of minds. And it looks like the male in the situation is the culprit here because he's not really cherishing what he has. He's focusing on what he wants instead. And what he wants is not what he's currently getting. So it's good news that he's out there supporting her right now. And they do have a positive outcome or outlook that things will work out. But there might be some friction in the relationship. I pulled twice.
Can I say what I'm getting from those cards? If I'm looking at more from like a real-time standpoint, I feel like that has to do with their sexual relationship because she's at the Olympics. She can't, give it to him. And maybe that's what's happening, causing a little friction. So the devil could be a little temptation that he's feeling, but in the end, he's going to be able to get what he wants. And I feel like what did you say at the end? You said it's going to culminate. So I feel like it's going to culminate into consummation.
Whatever you say, Julian. That's what it is. All I can say is whatever you say. We're gonna send our thoughts and prayers to that lovely couple. That lovely couple. All right, you guys. If you enjoyed what you've seen today, please don't hesitate to like, share it with a friend, comment, and subscribe to our channel so you'll be notified when we upload a video. If you comment, we do respond to your comments. So check it out. Also, if you have any stories you want us to cover, put it in the comments.
Let us know.
All right. So here's the part of the show where we give back to you. It's the inspirational reading, where we give you some insight on what you could expect in the coming week. I'm going to be reading from Doreen Virtue's Magical Mermaid and Dolphin Oracle card. And Julianne, what about you?
This week I'm going to do Marcella Kroll's Sacred Symbols. So, yeah. You know what I wish I had? I need to find it. I'm going to find it online. The Romance Angels. I need to find that deck again. Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels for y'all. If you want to know about your relationships, if you just want to be read for filth, get those cards. They don't lie. Just saying.
Maybe they're on Amazon.
Maybe.
All right. So this week is all about potential. I've got a combination here. The first is have faith. So your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. Some of y'all already know what you want, and some of y'all have put it out there, and some of y'all are just in the waiting game because it's already on the way. So you got to remain positive. Don't give up. And then for the rest of y'all that don't got y'all ish together, it's saying make a decision. If you're feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition and make a decision. And you know what? You can always change your mind later. So just go with what you're most interested in. What do you feel like will be the best outcome? Decide that's what it's going to be and let the universe do the rest. And then the last card, I can't make this up, is dream big. Let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding. So basically, I don't know if there's a moon going on. I don't know, like a new moon. I don't know if the planets are acting up or not. But there is an energetic opening right now for you to place your order with the universe, and the universe is ready for you to get it. And it's saying, think big, okay? Ask for what you want and don't be discouraged because it's on its way.
Awesome. All right, y'all, go after what you want. According to my cards, they're saying like don't make any big decisions this week. Like kind of, I'm just kidding. um, the first card that I pulled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I pulled the love card, and then I pulled the knowledge card, and then we have the medicine man eye, fire, and earth. And I feel like this is talking about loving. Oh man, this is cool. Fall in love with your story. Fall in love with the story that's created you and got into you where you're at to this day. So make sure you're being real with yourself and being honest with yourself with the things that you've been trying and doing to heal. And know that they've been working, but also there's still a little bit more work. And that's why the fire is showing up. And then after that, it's saying the earth card. So the earth card is about making things tangible. So if I'm trying to read all 5 cards together, it says, fall in love with your story, get real with yourself on how you've been. So really look at where you are now and where you have been, so you could have that gratitude for the progress that you made. There's still a little bit of healing. So think of the things that you still want to achieve and kind of like tweak that knowledge of how you learn to love yourself a little bit more, put it into action, and you are going to see change. And I want to say the earth card, when I feel this intuitively, probably like midweek, like end of like Thursday, Friday, you should be able to feel that something's come in, whether that's like you're getting a DM from somebody, or maybe your relationship's getting a little better. And even it could just be like you're feeling better about yourself. So notice the changes and honor yourself this week. Yeah. Care for yourself and be good to yourself and one another. And yeah, that's all I got.
Well, that was a read. I enjoyed this show. I really had a good time. We definitely had a few reads this week. Julian, why don't you close us out?
Yeah, it's been great hanging out with y'all, reading these hot topics, and we will see you next week with some new juicy headlines. All right, y'all. Bye.